Welcome back to another video here at Think Income, where we talk about all things finance. Our goal here is to invest on income producing assets that would eventually create multiple streams of income. That way we can relax and celebrate knowing that our money is making money, and this will lead us one step closer to achieving true financial freedom so that we can live life on our terms. When you get a chance, go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen for more information to access our link tree. Let's go ahead and get started. Hello and welcome to Think Income. To my new viewers, glad to have you. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe, and if you do find any value, please make sure to like the video as well. And to my subscribers, my day one viewers, A1 since day one, I'd like to welcome you all back, and I want to take this opportunity to address my absence. If you all have been with me at the beginning, you all know that this channel originally was started talking about PAM accounts and RAM accounts such as Novatech and eMiniFX. In a nutshell, those were accounts that you would invest money in, somebody else would trade the money for you, and then it would provide a weekly profit. And for a while, those accounts were paying out, especially for Novatech. I was investing in Novatech for about 3 years, and I was paying out every week consistently until eventually the, I guess you can say, law enforcement, the government, the powers that be, got involved in it, and it turns out that they were actually, I don't know if you want to call it a scam or a Ponzi scheme, whatever the case is. But essentially, because I was receiving payouts for over 3 years, and it was paying so consistent, it gave me the impression that it was actually legit. Long story short, I lost money in both of those investments, and it put me down pretty bad. I lost about a little bit over $30,000. Now with Novatech, I did recoup my initial investment because I was in it so long and the payouts were so consistent, but there was still a large portion of money that were left in those accounts that I never got. And truth be told, I do actually miss, having an investment that paid out weekly, so consistent. But after that period, I kind of just wanted to recalibrate and figure out how I would be investing going forward. Before I found out about Novatech, I was always invested in stocks. I would just buy and hold. Stocks are pretty consistent. You're investing in publicly traded companies, and as long as you can understand what a company does and how they make profit, generally that stock will continue to go up, even though there will be some fluctuations in the price as it goes up. So some days you may have a down day or a down week, or maybe even a down year. But if it is a profitable company and they have a good product or service, eventually that product or that stock share shall continue to rise. So instead of investing my money or having somebody else invest my money for me, I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and take the time to actually learn how to trade. And if we can master this skill, which is actually a high income skill, it's going to benefit not only me, but my family and friends. And the reason why it's going to benefit me and my family and friends is because it is a high income skill. So learning how to master this means that you'll be able to learn how to make money within a few hours, a few days, depending on what type of trader you are. And you can even out earn the money that you get from your job. I've seen people double their income, triple their income, and I've even known people personally who all they've ever done is utilize the stock market to finance their lifestyle. So I just started learning the skill probably around February of 2024, and I started practicing actually placing trades in a live account around late September, early October, which we're going to take a look at. And essentially the reason why I chose trading is because, it's an opportunity for you to multiply your money. 2, I'm already invested in the stock market, but I'm more so investing in it long term. So I wanted to take a very, very small portion of my portfolio, which in this case would be $5,000, and actually expose that to a little bit higher of a risk, but also a little bit higher of a reward compared to just holding it and not actually getting a profit because those profits are unrealized. And if you're not familiar with some of this terminology that I'm using, not a problem. I'm definitely going to go into a little bit more details in later videos. But the main point is, this is an opportunity that I can make money from my phone or laptop, which means I'm not restricted to a location. So if I wanted to travel to a different country, different city, different state, and spend time there for a month without having to quote unquote use PTO, this isn't a skill that will allow me to do that, which means I'll be able to escape the rat race and no longer have to clock in or clock out, if that makes sense. So on this journey, as you can see here, we're in Robinhood. Let me first go back to, let's go back to regular Robinhood. How do we do that? Going back, okay, Robinhood Classic. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, as I mentioned, roughly about, we'll do 3 months. All right, so at the time of this recording of this video, it's December 15th, as you can see here in the top right. But roughly around October-ish, late October, I deposited $5,000 into my Robinhood account. I use a lot of different trading brokers, but Robinhood is one of them. And as you can see here, I had $5,000 in this account since about, I would say, mid-September. And then I actually started placing my first trade on October 28th. And as you can see, since October 28th, my account has fluctuated. As you can see here, I didn't actually deposit any new money. All I've been doing is just trading with the money that was already in this account. And at this time, it's at $6,042. So in the past 3 months, I'm up $1,044. And if we go to Robinhood Legends, which is just a different view of Robinhood, which is geared towards traders, and we click over here on the little guy in the top right, we'll see that right now I have two open trades, which are set to expire later in the future. So I only have $256 of buying power available. But as far as my profit and losses, Friday I was up $136. Year to date, I'm up $1,584 and some change. And then year to date, which is since January 1, I have $853.94 in realized profits. Realized profits just means that these are trades that I've already closed and this was a profit on them. So very simple. Once again, I'm using options trading to actually, as I mentioned, multiply my money or grow this account. And as you saw in the thumbnail, the first goal is $25,000. The kind of smaller goal in between that is to first get to $10,000 and then $25K. And the extremely long-term goal, and we're talking about maybe 5 years out, unless, unless I master the skill a lot faster, would be $1 million, right? $1 million invested, grown from a $5,000 account, which would give me a lot of credibility, especially if I can do that in a shorter time. But I do believe that the next 4 years, especially with the new, I guess you can say, president coming into office and being geared towards the stock markets and crypto, I do believe that it is going to be an opportunity for us to make a lot of money. I mean, if you've been paying attention to the stock market, you'll be able to see that since November 4th, once the election was decided, the markets, both stock market and crypto market, have been on a rally, meaning that they've been going up consistently. They've had a few red days, but for the most part since November, the markets have been going crazy. So as you can see here on November 4th, right there at November 4th, at least for this one, let me do a different stock. Let me do SPY. So SPY represents the S&P 500. As you can see here on November 4th, and really it really doesn't matter which ticker symbol, which stock, which ETF, which mutual fund you look at, you'll see that after the president was decided on November 4th, once we voted, at least here in the US, the markets have it doesn't matter really what you really look at, everything has gone up, especially Tesla. It's insane. So I believe that these next 4 years are going to be extremely, how do I say this? It's going to present a lot of opportunities for anybody invested in the stock market. I believe these next 4 years are going to present a lot of opportunity for anybody invested in the stock market. Whether you're buying and holding and you're a long-term investor, whether you're a short-term investor and you're a trader, or whether you are specifically focused on dividend income, whatever the case is, I do believe that these next 4 years are going to be extremely profitable. It's going to present a lot of opportunity for people to make a lot of money. So I think that me taking the time to learn this skill, master this skill, comes at the perfect time. Now, as I mentioned, challenge is growing a $5,000 account to a $25,000 account, and this will be my main focus in 2025. So I don't trade every single day, but I'm more of kind of like a swing trader. So I may place a trade on Monday, and I may hold that trade maybe for a week, maybe for a couple of days, whatever the case is. And once I see profit, I take profit, I wash, rinse, and repeat. And I will talk about a few different strategies that are very basic and very simple for anybody to understand that I use. I'm not going to be talking about specific stocks because I don't want to give you advice, but I do want to show you basic concepts and basic strategies that are very, very simple to understand. And the stock that you choose to use it on, that's going to be based on you, because you need, just like I do, we all need to do our own research. So with that being said, I'm also going to be doing a different challenge on my dividend account. The reason I like dividend accounts is because dividends, which are profits that a stock would provide to its shareholders, is actually the purest form of passive income that I know. The only thing with dividend income is that you have to invest a lot of money in order to get a dividend payout that is actually going to be able to replace your income or actually be large enough to pay your bill. So with that being said, once I start getting to like maybe $100,000 in this account, I'll start funneling some of those profits to fund the dividend account. And I'll also be adding money to the dividend account. For that one, I will be starting with $100 for 2025. And my goal is to grow that one also to $25,000 as well. Because once I can get that account probably to about $100,000, and this is talking about in the future over the next 4 years, then that can definitely be able to pay out money that I can actually use to pay bills, things of that nature, or even reinvest those dividends. So the main goal is to use my short-term trading account or my high-risk trading account to fund my low-risk trading account, which is specifically geared towards income. So these are, just as I mentioned, some basic strategies that I'm using heading into 2025. As I mentioned, I do believe the next 4 years are going to present a lot of opportunity for a lot of people to make money, especially if you understand how to trade. And that's whether you're in the stock market or the crypto market, because Trump, whether you like him or not, he is heavy on crypto and he is a positive influence on the stock market, whether that presents extremely green days, which a lot of people choose to take profit on green days, or if it is an extremely red day, which a lot of people tend to buy on red days. So, regardless of whether you like the guy or not, he's going to be the president for the next 4 years, and we need to be positioning ourselves in a way to which we can actually benefit and profit from the next 4 years. So with that being said, if you are interested in watching my journey as I grow my accounts, as I talk about simple, basic concepts and strategies, if you are interested in watching me grow my dividend account and seeing, the type of income that can be produced on that, especially over the next 4 years, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Once again, I welcome you all to this Think Income community where we are focused on creating passive income so that way we can escape the 9-to-5, the rat race, of course. As always, stay blessed. I'll catch you all in the next one, folks. Peace.